Gimbo. All right, hello everyone. Let me get comfortable here. Let me take that off, take my hat off a little bit. We're going to be talking about the Thailand Pass system, and we're going to talk about what my experience was with the Thailand Pass system. And so that hopefully when you fill out your application, you are not dealing with the same kind of confusion levels that I dealt with. Basically, there were no guidances, no videos, no documents online that helped you get through it. I just had to go through it raw, step by step. It took me basically an entire day. I think I got my last document sent to me so that I could upload it to the Thai Pass website at about 11 p.m. and that was after starting at about 6 a.m. And that's because, like I said, there was no guide like this, nothing that told you what to have when you were going to log on. So we're going to try to clear that up for everyone so that you have a better experience than I had. First and foremost, I was trying to videotape out there in the grass behind me, but the wind kicked in, so had to move everything kind of under the shelter here so that we get a better video and audio experience. And let's go ahead and start out here. First and foremost, the Thailand Pass system is going to be required if you're going to be entering Thailand. In fact, I believe even if you are in Thailand right now and you're planning to go visit another country and then come back, you will have to go through the Thailand Pass system to get back into the country. And so this is going to be a video explaining for everyone to kind of help you out with what you need. And it's going to be basically for anyone trying to enter the country. When you go to this website that's above me right now, you will find the Thailand Pass system, basically their entry, login, and it's a very simple start out. All you need to do is choose whether you are a Thai person or if you are a non-Thai person planning to visit the country. And you can choose English so that you have everything written out for you in English, and that will get you started, okay? What to have when you begin this website. Okay. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you have a digital photo of your passport and your Vax card, okay? Make sure they are legible. What I did is I emailed these to myself, and that allowed them to be sized to about 100 kilobytes, which was sort of like the medium size on my cell phone. And that allowed me to easily upload them to the website without getting any error codes. So I took the digital photos, I made sure that they were clear, and then I made sure that when they were uploaded at that 100 kilobyte range. Made just seamless, no problem at all. As far as your Vax card goes, if you have a QR code on your Vax card, make sure you take a picture of that side as well, because you have the ability to upload not only the front, but the back with the QR code on your Vax card, and that will enable a much faster turnaround on your Thai Pass system application. For myself, because I don't have the QR code, it took me 4 days to get my Thai Pass QR code sent to me. And I believe that is simply because I did not have that QR code. I was given my Vax overseas on a military base, and they just didn't have those kind of resources available. Like you'll find in the States or wherever you are, if you go to like a drugstore or something like that and you get it, they probably have all those available, okay? So make sure you have those too. The next things I made sure that I had is that I had my AQ booking. Alternative quarantine booking means that you have to stay one night and get a PCR test, okay? You want to make sure that you have this all set to go when you go to your Thai website and upload that to the Pass system, okay? The website you go to for the AQ booking, right up here, so that you can find it nice and easy. That's what you're going to use. You go to that, you choose which hotel works for you. Now, what I did is I kind of scrolled down a little bit because some of the hotels said like they had 1,000 people that had booked in the last 24 hours. And I was like, whoa, you know, how big are these hotels, right? So because I was maybe a week or so out from going, I was like, my date's probably going to be booked. So I scrolled down a little bit and I found a hotel that I knew, and then also I found a hotel that it said something like 88 bookings in the last 24 hours or something like that. And so I clicked for them to respond to me, and there's a little box on there that you can check that you'll say, I want to book for this hotel. They will send you an email back. Okay, the hotel will send you an email asking for certain documents, and then you can get signed up for them. This is a little bit of a back and forth, okay? So you just got to be prepared for this. You go to the AQ website, pick a hotel, you click on that you want to book with them, they will send you an email back, all right? The email that you get will go to your Gmail. Please use Gmail for everything. Don't use a Hotmail, don't use some bizarre company email. Use your Gmail address for all of this. It's faster and it works much better, okay? And it actually says that on the ThaiPass website to use a Gmail account. The hotel sends you back and says, we want to see your passport, your Vax card, your flights, and we want to see that you have your medical insurance and all that kind of stuff, okay? So you're like, okay, now I'm taking a step back from the ThaiPass website here. I have to send all this stuff to the hotel. This is something I didn't have available to me through the web to tell me this. So that's why I'm trying to give you a front load on this, okay? You're going to go and get yourself your flight information. I used Expedia, the reason being that through this whole CV19 thing, whenever I've had to cancel, they've been like, look, we'll give you credit. And then you just use it again. And so it's worked out wonderful. I've been able to reuse my points and reuse my credit to book flights when cancellations have been forced upon me. So that's just my recommendation as far as that goes. You use whatever you use to book your flights. You have, the hotel's going to want, again, your passport, your Vax, your flight information so they know when you're arriving and they can kind of book what you're going to be staying with them, all right? As far as your medical insurance goes, on that same website, you're going to scroll down and you're going to find your medical insurance your medical insurance that you need to fill out. What the medical insurance basically does is gives you $50,000 US dollars worth of coverage, so that in case you do have the CV19 while you're there, that's covered, and it's not going to be an expense to the universal healthcare system in Thailand. You see. And I went with one that allowed for non-symptomatic, okay, asymptomatic basically, symptoms as well. The total cost for me, US, was about $60, I think, about $60. Not bad at all for 30 days. And a lot of people do this anyhow when they travel. They book and they get 30 days worth of insurance anyhow. It's just part of their traveling trip to make sure they have medical coverage overseas, okay? So you get that. Once you fill that paperwork out for the medical insurance, you will get an email that shows the policy for 30 days, and it also will give you a document that has like a code on it. And that code means that you have the legit insurance for 30 days for the ThaiPass system. That's what they want you to upload to the ThaiPass system. It's also what the hotels want to see. The hotels want to see that you have that, okay? Once you send those documents to the hotel will send you another email. That's why I said it's kind of a back and forth. But they say, we like what we see, here's where you can pay for it. You go to that site and you pay for it with your credit card. Once it's paid for, okay, now you're going to get an approval from the hotel. I will tell you that approval from the hotel, which is, again, it's a document that the hotel sends you that says you are now in the test and go system, okay? That document took me like 24 hours or something. I don't know. It was just crazy. I was like waiting for this dang document to come back. I was so stressed out. That was the last one that I got, in fact. At like 11 o'clock at night, I got this document that said that your hotel now approves you. So I got that, and that I uploaded. So all of these documents I'm scanning and I'm putting in a file on my laptop so they're easy to browse for, okay? So again, if you have a printer scanner, which you should have at your house, have it up and ready to go for all this process, okay? Now, once you get that document back from the hotel, you are looking really good, because you can go to that ThaiPass website. Okay, I'll put it up here again, the ThaiPass website. Now you can include your passport, browse for it, upload it. You can get your Vax card, browse for it, upload it. Front and back if you have the QR code. You can do your AQ hotel booking, okay, because you have scanned the legit document that the hotel sent you. And you can do your insurance, your 30-day insurance, which are the 4 things that the ThaiPass system wants, okay? They all have, like, again, a code that says it's legit, and you upload it to different parts of the ThaiPass system as you go. Some of the other things that the Thai Pass system asked for was like emergency contact information, things along those lines. Your background as far as your job and as far as your, I guess, information like, you know, are you going on business? Are you showing up? Is this a vacation, etc.? Okay, that sort of basic information is also asked by the Thai website. But it all goes very smooth. But you got to have those 4 things ready to upload. Okay, and so that's why I said you might have to take this step back and back again to get the medical insurance, so you can get the hotel, so you can get the Thai Pass system. Okay, and there was no guidance for me on any of this. All right, so now, after you fill those all in, you're going to actually upload that, and you should get in your Gmail from the Thai Pass website, you should get immediately you received all of the documentation, your application is in to your email. It will say on the website as well, completed, okay, you were successful at filling in all the required information. But you should get an email back as well into your Gmail account that says that. Now, it is possible to track, and I'll put the website right here, to track this application. The feedback on the tracking is that it's pros and cons. It's not exactly perfect yet, but at least it's something to be able to track. For me, that was not available. The tracking was not available. So I just had to kind of wait it out until I got my QR code, and it took me 4 days. And again, it took me 4 days because I didn't have the QR code on my Vax card. If I had that, I think it would have been instantaneous. Before you fly, there's 2 things to think about. Okay, so let's say now you got your QR code from Thailand Pass. Great. All of your documents, make copies of them, hard copies. You're ready to go. Get on the plane with all your hard copies, including hard copies of the QR code, everything. Take snapshots of everything on your cell phone. That way you have everything in digital format, because you don't know if you're going to have internet wherever you're at, whenever you're talking to somebody. You've got it saved as a photograph, everything. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to do is whichever airline that you're on, make sure that you go to their required website and fill out what they want. They want generally your Vax and your passport information, where you're going to, your flight information as far as what your flight reservation number is. They want all that included, and that's to get on their airplane. Okay, so that's something to think about. Now, when I did that, I did not receive a QR code from the airline, but they did say that, okay, you uploaded the stuff that we wanted you to upload. So we'll see what happens when I get to the airport. Hopefully that's all that they want. It was me just to upload their required information. So I did not get any kind of email back or anything on the website that said, okay, your airline is giving you a QR code to get on our plane. So fingers crossed on that, basically, that works. Okay. The next thing that you want to work on is you want to make sure that you schedule your PCR test to get on the plane. Okay, there are multiple places on the Thai websites where it says you have to have a PCR test within 72 hours of embarking on your flight. There's been a lot of people talking about, my flight's going to be over 72 hours with all my layovers. I'm with you. Mine too. Okay, mine is going to be longer with all the layovers. But it does say on the websites that you have to have your PCR test to get on the plane, your time of embarkment on the first leg of your flight heading towards Thailand. It doesn't say anywhere on any of these websites that I've found where it says when you arrive at Thailand, you have to be within a 72-hour window. It clearly states that to get on that first leg of the flight, when you embark on your trip, then you have to be within 72 hours. So again, fingers crossed. Who knows, when you get there, the customs folks might say, nope, you don't know, right? You don't know. This is again, we're kind of like cowboys here. We're heading west, you know what I mean? And we don't know exactly how this is going to all pan out. We're just trying our best here, okay? Another thing to make sure is that, again, that you have everything printed out, ready to go in hard copy format. Make sure you've got all your documents ready to go in hard copy, everything saved on your phone, and make sure you're ready for your long layovers because they're going to be cold. I like to travel very lightweight, very for sunny weather. but because of all the layovers that I've got in hotels, not hotels, but airports, I'm going to bring warm clothing and a blanket with me and a pillow with me, because I'm probably going to be sleeping in airports and things like that, okay? So that is the steps that it took for me to get the Thai Pass QR code. Oh, there's one more thing that I want to mention. One more thing. When you get into Thailand, the first thing you need to do is once you get through your AQ overnight stay, you need to go to a hospital and book your PCR test to get out of Thailand. Okay, because apparently that's booking up. So the first thing that's going to happen when I get into Thailand, the first thing I'm going to do after I get out of the hotel, fingers crossed that goes all right, is I'm going straight to a hospital for me to book my PCR test to get back on a plane and get out of Thailand. And that's that. I hope that this clears it up a little bit for you, and I hope that it helps you get through the Thailand Pass system easier than I did, because I did not have any guide like this that told me what to do. And aloha.